holy. We are holy, holy, holy. We are holy, holy, holy.
Good morning, Parker. CSL, it's Sunday. It's time to get up and sing and dance and all those things. We have come together as a family. Sorry, band. We have come here as we are. I can't hear you. Ooh, yeah. Go, John. We come and I don't know what the words are. Shout to praise, Spirit's in this place. We sing in celebration. We sing with words of prayer. We sing with words of prayer. We affirm our life as sacred. We declare. Shouts of praise, Spirit's in this place. Yeah, it's a good morning, Parker.
Good morning, everyone. Thank you, Cheryl and the band, for such a wonderful.
You got a microphone? Make sure it's turned on.
Microphone.
Good morning, everybody. Sorry. Isn't that music inspirational this morning? You know, it's so nice to look out and see you all here this morning. That includes our regular members and all of our guests. We consider our guests to just be one of the family when you walk through the door. And we're all here to help you and support you and answer any questions you may have. You know, as you look around the room, you're going to see some of our members that have on white stoles. Those are our practitioners, and they play a very essential role in our church in that they uphold our church in prayer, and they uphold our members in prayer. And if you have something that you would like to celebrate, or you have a need that you would like to have prayer for, please get with one of our practitioners. They're here to pray for you, and they would love to share your joy and your trials because they know that Spirit is there helping. Look at our beautiful altar this morning. That was done by Pam Eichenberg. Isn't it beautiful? So we have a lot of activities going on this week. First, we need volunteers for next year to help do the altar. You may not be able to sign up for a whole month, but if you can sign up for a week here or there or a couple weeks in a row, please see Pam so she can get you on the list because there's always a need for our altar and for people to help. Today after service, our men's ministry will be meeting at 11:45 at Perfect Time Cafe. When you go in, please know the reservation is under CSL Parker, and all you have to do is ask, and I'm sure they will seat you. That being said, we have classes coming up. Dr. Vern has a class coming up called Preparing to Live that starts on January 7th, which is a Wednesday. It's on Thursday, January 8th, and on Saturday the 10th. And it is a transformational course inspired by Ernest Holmes' reminder, do not prepare to die, prepare to live, whether you are 10 years old or 100. And he is going to facilitate it using our own Hans Benes's latest book, Believing, Becoming, and Being. And I would suggest that all of you might want to attend this class. I know I'm signed up for Thursday. That being said, we have with us today as our guest minister, Reverend Kelly. And she brings a modern voice to ancient teachings, empowering us to live our lives fully using the principles of love and universal law. Kelly is a frequent contributor to the Science of Mind magazine and is the author of Trust Your Next Step, Creating the Confidence to Cut Fresh Tracks. She also produces the Fresh Tracks with Kelly Robbins podcast. Kelly believes that by living our divine purpose, approaching life as a fun adventure, and trusting our next step, we can all live our lives filled with purpose and passion. Kelly is a mom of 3, a grandmother, and an avid skier. So I'm sure she is going to bring us a great message today. I have to confess to all of you, I printed out my announcements, and they're sitting on my computer at home. So if I didn't catch everything, please forgive me. I came in, reached for them, they weren't there, and grabbed a piece of paper and jotted notes to do it. I am hoping that all of you will be here next Sunday, because next Sunday will be our special Christmas service. And I'm sure you will all be very blessed with everything that our music director and band have in store, and Reverend Ariana. So at this point, I will turn the service over to our practitioner of the day, Jeanette Bennis.
Please join me in prayer. So in this moment, right here and right now, we know that there is one presence, one power, one divine energy that fills our spirits, fills our hearts, flows through us and as us. And it is that divine essence that we call God, Buddha, the divine, the beloved, whatever we choose to call us, we know that it is that beautiful energy that flows through us and as us. It is our sacred presence. And as we touch into that sacred presence within us, we are able to acknowledge and look around us and know that each and every one of us also has that sacred presence flowing through us and as us. We are all one. And together we just shine our beautiful lights. Not only do we shine our lights here, but we take those lights, our beauty, our essence, our sacred presence, we take that out into the world with the knowing that although we may all look different, we all are those unique expressions of God, that no matter how it is that we appear, we are all one. And we honor that. We honor that today. We recognize that presence. And in doing so, I am just so grateful for this beautiful community, for each and every person that makes up this community with their sacredness, with their beauty, with their light. I am so grateful for Reverend Kelly, and I know that her message just touches each and every one of us with its beauty, touches our hearts. And I am so grateful for our music director, Cheryl, for our band, and just how they make us feel with their songs, with their music, with that music ministry. And I'm so grateful for everyone that makes this service possible, for our practitioners that hold that healing presence for everyone in the community, for our hospitality, for everyone that gets here early to prepare the space. And so it is with great love in my heart that I let this go and I let this be. And please join me in declaring, and so it is. And so in your seats, you'll find these cards. And these cards are a product of the visioning that was led by Reverend Ariana back in October. And it was a visioning with our community. And we got to come together and identify who we are as a community, and it both energetically and just how we show up. And so in doing that, with the results of that, our board and Reverend Ariana put this prayer together. And so please join me if you're so inclined as we recite it. We, the beloved community of CSL Parker, call forth through the divine field the minister who is perfectly aligned with our soul's next evolution. We celebrate our presence as a high vibration community, heart-guided, love-expressing, alive in sacred service, and inclusive of all ages, races, and lifestyles. Standing as a lighthouse for humanity, we release all ego, resistance, fear, and urgency. In trust, gratitude, and unity, we affirm that the one presence is already weaving the path that brings our minister to us now, and so it is.
Everything is sacred. Everything is filled with the divine. Everything is alive with spirit. Everything is a wonder, unfolding right Everyone is filled with the divine. Everyone is alive with spirit, with spirit.
I now invite us into meditation. Close your eyes and take a breath. Take a few deep breaths. And bring your awareness to that heart space. That part of yourself that innately vibrates with that energy of spirit, that sacredness that we don't have to think too hard to recognize. We don't have to learn how to talk to. It's just there. Feel it opening as your breath reaches into that heart space. Know that as you deepen into each breath, deepen into your presence here in this room, in this service today, know that your spirit, your body, your mind is open and welcoming this sacredness of you, the sacredness of the divine. It is here to be expressed so freely, so authentically, so beautifully as you. Feel the beauty in that naturalness, and the ease with which the sacred is you. And as we take one more deep breath in, know that our body, our spirit, our mind is open to receive today's message, open to receive today's music, open to receive the love that is here today in this sacred space. And so it is.
Sing with me. Everything is sacred. Everything is filled with the divine. Everything is alive with spirit, with spirit. Everything is a wonder. Everything is a wonder. Unfolding right before our eyes. Everything is alive with spirit, with spirit. Everything is a blessing. Everything is a blessing. Bursting from the earth, bursting from the earth and sky the sky. Everything is alive with spirit, with spirit. Now feel this one. Everyone is sacred. Sing it with me. Everyone is sacred, filled with the divine. Everyone is filled with the divine. Everyone is alive with spirit, with spirit. Everyone is alive with spirit. So it is. So who has their Christmas shopping done? you may stand up. You're the only one in the whole room. Hallelujah.
Show off.
So I think in the bustle, especially, I don't know, this is a little gendery, for moms and women's is a busy time of year. It's like busy, busy, busy. So sometimes we can get lost in that, can't we, in the doingness, and we forget that what the holiday season is really about. And sometimes it makes you a little sad even. So this song is about that, about how the holidays brings up all kinds of things for us. But in the end, if we just turn inside, then we know. They had decked the malls and filled the town with plastic trees, till the world was just a giant retail maze. 'Tis the season when you turn your thoughts to people you can't please, when you measure passing time in shopping days, and the holidays were something to get through. But the thing I hadn't counted on was this. Just in time for Christmas, love came along. Just in time for Christmas, when everything felt wrong, and I was sure my faith had all run out. Just in time for Christmas, love showed me what Christmas is about. What I needed most could not be bought at any price. I was far too disillusioned then to see. I was going through the motions. I made a list and checked it twice, but forgot to write down anything for me. And my long unspoken wishes had been heard, and an unexpected miracle occurred. Just in time for Christmas, one silent night. Just in time for Christmas, God filled my life with light, and there was joy where there had once been doubt. Just in time for Christmas, love showed me what Christmas is about. And all at once, the bells began to ring, and hark the herald, I heard angels sing. Who am I to resist their call, when love brought me the greatest gift of all? And now my spirit sings. Just in time, my heart is caroling from deep within my soul. I want to shout. Just in time for Christmas. Just in time for Christmas. Just in time for Christmas, love showed me what Christmas is about. This band.
Thank you. Thank you for having me. It's my first time speaking here. Yay. Thank you. Thank you for having me. So we're going to start off with a Sufi story this morning. Right after creation was completed, a delegation of birds came up to God and they were complaining. They were all battered and beaten up and scratched and wounded. And they said, God, we got the short end of the deal here. When you were creating all of the different animals, we're lacking. Like, most of these predators have sharp teeth and claws. We just have these little beaks. We're not strong. We're not scary. We're not going to scare anybody off. We just kind of trundle along. We can't run very well. And God said, okay, well, you asked. I will bless you with an answer to your problem. So the birds went off, and a couple days later, they came back to God, even in worse condition than they were that first time, if you could believe it. They were bleeding from their wounds. They were exhausted. And they said, God, why did you punish us? God smiled and he said, well, what do you mean? And the bird delegation rep, he says, well, suddenly you put these heavy things on our back. Like, we can't even run. We're slower than we were before. It's even harder to get away from the cats and dogs. You made it worse. And God said, these heavy things on your back are called wings. The wings, when you learn to use them, they will carry you away from danger, away from the predators, but you have to learn to use them. They're only a burden if you don't use the wings. So I thought that was kind of a funny story. And oftentimes our spiritual practice is like this, isn't it? It's kind of like, and the holidays I'm going to throw in there, because that's what we're talking about today is the holidays. It can be, oh my gosh, I have to make more cookies. We have to clean. People are coming over. It's time. I don't have time for meditation every day or for journaling. Like, it's an effort to learn to use the gifts and the tools we're given, just like the birds with their wings. So today, as we are here in the midst of the holiday season, we're going to take some time and attention to celebrate sacred presence. And what does that mean? I think intellectually we might understand celebrating sacred presence, and how many of us, especially right now, have taken the time to say this is what it's all about, is celebrating the sacred presence. This time of year energetically has a lot of sacred convergence from all of the different religions. Today's the first day of Hanukkah. Christmas is next week. We have Bodhi Day with the Buddhists. I don't know, several of my Buddhist friends just finished session last week's a 7-day meditation. Kwanzaa, the winter solstice, like, it's all energetically, it's all happening now. And it's up to us to take advantage of this time in the world. It's up to us to be aware of what's going on energetically and to align our bodies, our being with it. And that takes some time and some intention and some practice. So thank you for being here today. In the hour that you're here, you gave yourself the gift of coming here. I like everyone to be able to leave with something. I invite you to set an intention that you leave here with this moment of recognizing the sacredness that's happening in your life right now. Even if it flitters away, you'll have had this hour of your body kind of matching that into that vibration that you can take out with you. It's just an invitation, but make your time worthwhile while you're here. So how do we recognize this sacredness? How do we celebrate, I should say, this sacred presence? I think the first step is just recognizing that it even is a thing. that there is all of this energetic, sacred time going on right now. And we often are so busy that we don't take the time to honor it. I mean, really, every day is sacred, right? Every day of our lives is a sacred gift. And we're so busy working and cooking and running our homes and being grandparents and parents and all of the things that we do that we don't often have this lens of what is sacred about it. This last year, it's been about a year, I've been a chaplain at St. Anthony North Hospital, which is up north by where I live, and at St. Anthony Hospital, which is a trauma center in Lakewood. And it's been a beautiful gift for me it's been very different. Being a chaplain is me being a religious scientist amongst all these other types of, like a little bit of everybody. Some people are like, get out of my room. And other people are just, one of my gifts is just, I don't have to talk about God to everyone all the time. It's just that beingness. And they teach us in ministerial school, how are you being? I mean, I can walk into a room and just sit and talk about the Bronco game or the weather, and it just kind of helps sometimes. But the St. Anthony Hospital is a Catholic hospital, and I had a little bit to work through to take I did training and then took the job there, and they have this beautiful practice. It's called Sacred Stories. They've done it for actually decades, I think. They share sacred stories, and they have this journals that they publish once a quarter of people throughout the healthcare system sharing where they have seen God in their work. And we've got doctors and nurses and, radiologists, just everybody. And it's a little, my boss is this man named Kevin, and he's bringing it into our chaplain meetings to tell a sacred story, and he'll call on whoever. And so my spiritual beliefs are that every moment is sacred because God is everywhere, always, even in those hard times when a loved one dies, or you just got some really, really bad news. This is our teaching, is that it's all God is everywhere. Different spiritual religions, different beliefs have different lenses. Some are looking for more the miracles or different things going on. But it's beautiful. And it's actually been really hard for me to come up with a sacred story because, especially when I first started, there's just all these things. To walk into a room, you have to set your stuff down and do your hands. There's just all these things going on to be safe and to kind of pick up how does this person pray and, be able to communicate with them in a way. I've had to teach myself, how do I see the sacred in this moment? What is the sacred story that's happened? And it's a learning to look through that lens. And when I got my minister hat on, or writing a talk, or doing something, it's a little more trained in me. But being at the hospital, it's been very different. So the lens we see through our sacred story, I invite us to bring that into this holiday season right now. What lens are you seeing through as you're cooking dinner for the 15th time for more family that is still trickling in? I keep saying this because this afternoon I have family coming. They were here 2 weeks ago for Thanksgiving. My kids are adults and go different places, so we're doing it at Christmas for the ones out of town. So it's just busy, and how blessed I am to be able to do this. And last night I was cooking and doing things. So it's life. And can we take a breath and put our sacred lenses on and just notice, what are your sacred stories? What are your sacred stories? And be conscious of it in your family, in your community. Really, our consciousness and our awareness of it trickles throughout humanity. We're usually not aware of this, but it does. So, why do we have these holidays? It's kind of an interesting question to ask sometimes. We have them because we always have. My mom had them, your mom had them, whether it's Hanukkah or Christmas. We have Mother's Day and Labor Day, 4th of July. We have these holidays because it's a time set aside for us to be intentional, to recognize something. For example, our mothers on Mother's Day, our ancestors. Here we're in this space where all of these, like this is a sacred, holy couple weeks with Hanukkah, honoring the light, and the Christmas, the Christ consciousness, and what does that mean to me? This is a moment to take some time. Why do I do this holiday? Is it to hurry up and buy everybody gifts so I can move on? Or hit 15 different Christmas parties? That's on the surface what we end up doing, because life can be kind of busy and we want to see people and do things, let's say, and why do we do this? Why am I doing this? And as I set this intention for myself and you do for yourself, know how it ripples through our family and the people we interact with. We're not always conscious of that. But this is an opportunity for us to be intentional. So we start by having this realization of what's going on, and then celebrating sacred presence. We want to kind of cultivate an atmosphere of the sacred in our lives, and then expanding that into the lives of our family and community. We don't really have to want to. However, whether we are intentionally doing this or not, it's happening. So I think being aware of it is a step, being aware that this is what's happening. Last weekend, I participated in this spiritual ceremony. I have 3 daughters, so I say daughter interchangeably. My oldest daughter and her partner are a part of the Kofan tribe. It's a Native American tribe. It's actually Colombian, but it feels, it's an indigenous tribe. And they have these ceremonies here in Colorado 3 times a year. It's 3 nights, it's over the weekend, and I've gone 1 time. Of the 3 nights, I'll just do 1 night, and I've done it for a couple years, like once or twice a year. And my daughter's always pushing me. The 3rd night is where God really gets, you really feel it on the 3rd night, Mom. And I'm like, it's a lot. But I enjoy so much going and being with them and talking with their friends. You stay up all night and drink this just disgusting stuff. And it's their way of clearing through the mind clutter to connect with the divine. It's actually very beautiful. And I'm sharing this because the first time I attended, I was new, and it was just everything felt, very different. Everyone sits in a big circle all night, drank the stuff, and you could, the leader, he's a Tatya, an elder, is from Colombia and trains and is mentored through the tribe. And sitting there, I felt centuries of tradition, just the sound, the sounds they make, and I've never experienced that before. It's beautiful, and I felt the ancientness of it and how honored, what an honor it was to be there, and how beautiful it is to be connected, how interconnected all of us humans are in so many ways that we don't ever consciously think of. And as I share this with you, I invite you to know that we are doing that with our families too. It's not the same, but it is. We're setting our traditions. We're sharing our values and beliefs with our families and our communities, the same way our parents did with us and their parents did with them. My youngest daughter, Maddie, moved to Texas. Her husband's from Texas, and of course, she has my 2 grandchildren, so they're in Texas. But she's so sweet, being a mom. I watched her because, of course, we want them here for every holiday all the time. And she's like, wait a minute. She's like, I have to think about, how do I want my kids to grow up with Christmas? Do I want them to wake up with their tree and all their stuff here? And I did that with my kids, and my mom did that. So I was just like, no. And she's very intentional in what traditions am I setting up with my family. And it's so similar to the Yahweh ceremony, the divine Yahweh ceremony with the with the tribe. Culturally, it just goes through generations. Are we thinking of that when we're rushing around making cookies for the 15th time, or going through buying Christmas gifts and all of the rushing? We lose sight of that so easily. And today, with our intention of celebrating the sacred presence, I invite us to look at, what are we doing? How are we spending our time? What are we focusing on? And is this what we want to be focusing on? Is this how we, if we were to look at our family and the lineage 3 generations from now, what do we want them to be remembering and knowing of this time of year? A welcoming of all of the different, an awareness and welcoming of all the different traditions that have this sacred time right now. A focus on our family and there's no wrong. We're doing it whether we're aware of it or not. Do we need holidays to do this? Probably not, but we have them because it makes us be intentional with it, right? And it's in the air, so I think it makes it easier for us to set intentions and cultivate an experience that we want, because the earth, just humanity as a whole, is all kind of ramping up in this space. Does that make sense? And we have this opportunity to become aware of it, to recognize it, and to take advantage of it, to use it. Just like the birds with their wings, they have to learn how to use them. These are some gifts that we have an opportunity to embrace and practice. When we have these holidays, they are a formalized way of sharing our rituals and sharing our traditions, of creating community and having that sense of belonging and connection. And it's an opportunity for us to reaffirm what that is. And I invite us today, what does this mean to you? Take this opportunity while you're here this hour and say, what does this mean to me? Let me take 5 minutes and get out of, I have 100 presents to still buy and only 2 days to do it. And this is a time for family to be together and to be loved. This is a time for we celebrate Christmas, for me to take some moments and think about, what does the birth of Christ, the Christ consciousness, what does that mean to me? Have I heard of this before? There's a quote I'd like to share. The first is by a man named Matthew Fox. He's a teacher in our tradition. He has a beautiful book called The Coming of the Cosmic Christ. If anyone is interested in learning more about the Christ consciousness, it's not your easiest read, but it's a really good book. It's very well written. Matthew Fox says, every faith tradition offers an image of a sacred web into which we are woven. We are the glittering jewels at each intersection of the net, reflecting all the other jewels. Through the threads, we reach each other, passing information across the expanses of space. I thought that was beautiful. And our founder, Ernest Holmes, also talks about this time of year in the birth of Christ, he says, let us no longer think merely of the traditional birth of Christ, numbering the years backward, but let us rather bring these years forward into our experience and permit the new birth to take place in our own consciousness. Yeah, gotta love that Ernie. He's always got something. He's always got something. So let's take a moment while we're here, and I'm going to just invite you to maybe close your eyes for a moment and think about a time where you felt an experience of the sacred. Maybe you were a child. Maybe it's been more recent. But a time where you genuinely felt it. And if you can, bring yourself back to feeling it, if you can even tap into a little bit of it, that feeling. Perhaps it was a place you were, a person you were with, a time in your life. And take that feeling with you as you come back to the room and think about your spiritual traditions and how you celebrate it now. And as we prepare for the holidays and cook and clean, and whether you go somewhere or have people to your house, bring this feeling that you felt today of the sacred with you. Perhaps in the morning when you wake up, take a moment just to try to bring it up as much as you can. Maybe before people start arriving or before you get in your car. It's that feeling of the sacred. Because it's really about how we are being that affects, not just ourselves, but how we are. When I shared the story of me being at the hospital and just as a chaplain walking in the room, it's my being a spiritual leader that is helping the patient or the family that's in the room. It's not really anything I say. It's not what I'm wearing, that I had the right earrings on or wasn't offensive in some way. It's just that beingness. And that's what we're striving for as we maneuver through what could be difficult times with family sometimes during the holidays, or difficult times without family during the holidays. As we set intentions for how do I want my family to experience the sacredness of this time of year, it goes back to how we are being. And that is something that we have control over. And like our birds with their wings, this is a practice oftentimes, a practice in not getting upset or annoyed or frustrated or overwhelmed. It is a practice in taking time and having discipline to meditate or go out for a walk when we're starting to lose it. Or making decisions of, I'm only going to spend 2 hours with my family because I know that's how much I can stay grounded. Do you know what I mean? It's about that sense of beingness. So I invite us all to bring this into our space, recognizing that the sacred is everywhere and in everyone, and making some specific time to recognize that during the holidays. And now I'm going to invite us into prayer. As we breathe in that loving essence of the divine, we exhale, knowing and feeling and being these qualities that we define in and of ourselves, these qualities of God, of love, of beauty, of joy, the quality of oneness, and that awareness of all of our interconnectedness. that awareness of the sacredness of all life, of all people, places, and things. As we breathe in this truth and we embrace the awarenesses of these qualities of God, I invite us to not only know these truths of the divine, but know that they are true for ourselves. Like individualize those amazing qualities. Individualize them, feel them in your heart space, in your physical body. See them in your actions and your thoughts and words as you go forth in life. Know that these truths are true for all of your family, all of your community, all of humanity as a whole, and they are just as true for you, even when we sometimes don't know. As we embrace these truths and open our arms wide to these divine qualities of God, our awareness and our acceptance of these truths are just a beautiful experience. Feel your body relax. Feel time slow down as you know that there's more than enough love, more than enough abundance, more than enough joy of this sacredness that is everywhere. As we continue to breathe, we can give thanks. Give thanks for our presence here today. Thankful to ourselves for honoring our life and our heart and our space to show up here today and to give ourselves the gift of a loving community, giving ourselves the gift of hearing a message that was right for now. We give thanks to God, we give thanks to our loved ones, and we give thanks to all of our community here. As we embody and embrace these truths today, we can release it all and let go. We can release it all because the Word of God is complete as it is said and complete as it is let go. And with all of that, I invite you all who would love to join me in declaring, and so it is. Now is the time in our service where I invite you for an offering. This is the not a have to, but a want to, the giving of abundance, the giving and receiving. And I invite everyone who feels called to put some in the basket today, or I'm sure we have online giving and all sorts of different things. So thank you.
Okay, we have a guest percussionist. Could you welcome to the stage Dr. Vern? Our guest percussionist. Come up here, sir. Yeah. We brought him in. He has a solo at the beginning, so pay special attention because he starts the solo at the beginning. Okay, John. Here he goes. Watch it. Just hear those sleigh bells jingling, ring, ting, tingling. Do sing it with me. Come on, it's lovely weather for a sleigh ride together with you. Outside the snow is falling and friends are calling you. Good job. Come on, it's lovely weather for a sleigh ride together with you. Giddy up, giddy up, giddy up, let's go. Let's look at the show. We're running in a wonderland of snow. Giddy up, giddy up, giddy up, it's grand, just holding your hand. We're gliding along with the song of the wintry fairyland. Our cheeks are nice and rosy and comfy, cozy. You know this song. We're all curled up together like two birds of a feather could be. Let's take that road before us and sing a chorus or two. Come on, it's lovely weather for a sleigh ride together with you. There's a birthday party at the home of Farmer Gray. It'll be the perfect ending of a perfect day. We'll be singing the songs we love to sing without a single stop. At the fireplace while we watch the chestnuts pop. Give 'em some pop, pop, pop. There's a happy feeling nothing in this world can buy when they pass around the coffee and the pumpkin pie. It'll nearly be like a picture print of career and times. These wonderful things are things we remember all through our lives. These wonderful things are the things we'll remember all through our lives. Just hear those sleigh bells jingling, ring, ting, ting, ting. Come on, lovely weather for a sleigh ride together with you. It's lovely weather for a sleigh ride together with you. It's lovely weather for a sleigh ride together with you. Dr. Vern on the percussion. Good job. Didn't he play it with gusto?
Take them away from him.
Blesses. It is now the time in our service where we bless this abundant giving, knowing that this good flows through our community here, through all of us in our community, and beyond, with this unlimited circulation that is God's divine self, without effort, force, and filled with love. And so it is.
So it is.
And now it is time for our benediction, where we close this beautiful and loving circle. We give thanks for today, for the spiritual community, for this safe and sacred space that you all have created here. Thank you for coming. Thank you for having me. Thank you to all of our musicians and staff. And we release this circle with love and fullness as we go upon our day and wish the Broncos well today.
Yeah.
And so it is.
Okay, here we go. So let there be peace.
I am a stand for peace. Let there be love. I am a stand for love.
Let there be joy.
I am a stand for joy. We are making a new.
Your turn, here we go. Let there be peace.
I am a stand for peace. Let there be love. I am a stand for love. Let there be joy. I am a stand for joy. We are making.
Let's take it home, here we go. So let there be peace.
I am a stand.
And let there be love. I am standing, I'm standing for joy. I am a stand for joy. We are making a new world now. Oh, we are making a new world now. Yes, we are making a new world now. up, let's go. Let's look at the show. We're riding in a wonderland of snow. Giddy up, giddy up, it's grand. Just holding your hand. We're gliding along with the song. Wintry fairyland. Our cheeks are nice and rosy and comfy, cozy are we. We're snuggled up together like the birds of a feather would be. Let's take that road before us and sing a chorus or two. We're gonna end it here. Come on, it's lovely weather for a sleigh ride together with you. It's lovely weather for a sleigh ride together with you. Last time. It's lovely weather for a sleigh ride together with you. Yeah!
We are holy, holy, holy. We are